Alright, y'all, coming at you with another beer review. This is a beer from Cross-Eyed Owl Brewing Company out of Decatur, Alabama. Decatur, Alabama's first brewing company. This is their one shoe porter. Comes in at 5% ABV, 32.7 IBUs. Cool little owl on it. I ain't gonna read the back till after the review. And I actually got the shirt on. See? Let's pour it up. Norwood glass, my favorite one. This is my first Cross-Eyed Owl Brewing Company review. And I'm going to continue the series until I review all of their beers. I actually have a buddy that works at the brewing company. Pours a dark brown color. At the light, you can see some dark ruby red through it. But for the most part, it's opaque. The nose is very malt forward. Sweet. Toasty. Toasted bread. Brown sugar. Not much of a hop presence. You get a little bit of bitterness from the toasted malts. Maybe some burnt caramel. Smells really good. Very nicely carbonated. I like that about this. You can hear the carbonation. You can feel it on the mouth. First off, you get your toasted, dark roasted malts, toasted bread, a very dry cocoa powder. That is what's the word I'm looking for? Prominent? What comes out the most? Your cocoa powder, because it's dry, bitter, and sweet. Now, not bitter from the hops. You can't really get a hop presence in it, which is not a bad thing. This is a brown porter. What this brings me back to is my very first craft beer many years ago. I was probably 21. I think I just turned 21. And that's when I fell in love with craft beer. Went down around Warrior, maybe a little south of Warrior. Can't quite remember. It was Tommy Knocker's Cocoa Porter. That is exactly what this tastes like. From what I remember, I know I'm 31 now, so this is years ago, but that's what comes to mind. And this is a very good beer. Goes down smooth, 5%. Just the right amount of carbonation, right amount of sweetness, bitterness, toastiness. Not burnt. Yeah, I love it. You can taste the caramel malts, cocoa malts. This is delicious. I'm not saying this because the brewery is only 30 minutes away. You know, I try to keep that out of my head. You know, I like to review a beer for what it is. And there is nothing wrong with this beer. This would be a 10 out of 10. Would I get this again? Bet you booty I would get this again. Get a little bit of. It's so toasty. It's almost like you get a little bit of smoke in it, but it's not burnt. No, don't get me wrong. It's not burnt, and that's how you can tell it's a brown porter. You know, see with typical porters, you're going to be more coffee mixed with chocolate, and typically coffee is going to be the bigger, bolder taste you get out of it. If I was going to recommend a porter for somebody's first porter, this brown porter from Cross-Eyed Brewing Company, Cross-Eyed Owl Brewing Company would be the one I'd recommend. This is delicious. It's easy to drink, and because you ain't getting a punch in the face of a bitter coffee. Ugh. I'm kind of swallowing weird because I just swallowed a bug about 10 minutes ago. Went to the bathroom to try to throw it up because I don't know, felt a little right there in the throat because I was outside sitting at the table. But you get that, especially in the South. This is a really good beer. I'm not sure the date on it, so let's read it back. XEO. One shoe is a dark and complex combination of 8 different types of malt. This blend of flavors creates a sweet, toasty, and nutty porter with coffee and chocolate notes, and no noticeable hop aroma or flavor. I didn't pick up as much on the coffee myself. You can mistake the toasted malts for coffee easily. Easily. Let me get another big sip of it. Maybe a faint coffee, but to me, that's more of a very toasted malt instead of coffee. See if I can pick up on some of the nuttiness though. After reading that, yeah. You know that aftertaste you get after you eat a pecan? It's dry, leaves that distinct flavor in your mouth. That's there. Pecan. Would have noticed that without reading the can? I wouldn't have noticed it like that. But after reading the can, definitely. I mean, definitely. Tried letting it warm up a little bit. And it's been out of the storage cooler for probably 45, 50 minutes, maybe, if that. Still has some of the head on it. Crackle, crackle, pop. I don't know where the microphone is on the computer. If I did know, I bet you hear a little crackle pop action going on. I wouldn't take away anything from this beer or add anything. This is perfect for brown porter, easy drinking. And there's a lag all of a sudden on my video. I think my computer's dying, so I'll end it at that probably. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Ten out of 10 beer. Peace, y'all.